discontinued my sister's favorite lip color, and when they brought it, it was Black Currant, it was called, and then they brought it back, and there was the dance of joy. Everything was right in the world again. So I think all of us have a Clinique story, but this is Clinique Happy, and this is one that has, again, been inducted into the Fragrance Hall of Fame. It is happiness. It is in a bottle, and our QVC price is $65. We thought we'd give you free shipping and handling, so if you're someone who really has a thing about shipping and handling, this one is free. And then every item in the show has been on Easy Pay. This is 2 easy payments of $32.50. And you know, this really doesn't even need a whole explanation, Elizabeth, but there still is a beautiful story behind Clinique Happy.
The name says it all about this fragrance. This is happiness in a bottle. This is something that just makes you feel happier and makes the people around you feel happier as well. This fragrance, if we were to all be blindfolded and smell it, it is 100% of the people, and this is scientifically proved, that smell this fragrance feel happier.
Wow.
So it is a transformative fragrance. And although I don't talk about ingredients all the time, because I think, you know, it can be a little bit hard to tell.
Well, it's hard when we say it's a young, and then it's like tuberose and this and that, you know.
And it's about that recipe, just like my Aunt Mame's apple pie. We can say there's apples, but it's about the mixture. It's about how it's created together. This fragrance is a zesty mandarin, ruby red grapefruit, and it just kind of tickles your nose, like if you're drinking like something fizzy, effervescent, orange pop, and it's got a lot of white florals in it. So it is a very fresh, clean, happy fragrance.
If you're a no fragrance person, but you watch the show anyway because you thought, well, this is cool, and you know, even though I have 190 million channels, there's never anything on. Thank goodness for QVC. I know I'm there too. This is the fragrance for the person who's really not all that into fragrance, and I think out of everything, the easiest gift in the show, and you can certainly return this to the end of January. Not that you would want to, but if she got one too many bottles of fragrance, and you know what's funny, I was thinking, we don't give fragrance anymore as gifts. Like growing up, my mother would buy me my favorite fragrance, or I remember once getting a beautiful French fragrance from a friend that I was dancing with. Nowadays, we don't really think about fragrance as a gift, and we want to get you back to that because it is such a beautiful gift that says, I think about you, I love you, and this reminded me of you. What better compliment could you get?
And what better gift is it to give happiness?
Yes, exactly.
Happiness in a bottle. Feel happier. I mean, it was cute when we were backstage. One of the girls that you work with, Jill, was doing a training, and I just met her this week earlier, and she said, Elizabeth, I was so nervous I had to speak in front of 60 people, but I put on some happy, and I felt much better.
And she did an amazing job, Jill, if you're watching. We did. We had a seminar for guests, and we were, you know, we love to do this. We love to get together, and I talk in front of television, and Amy Scaglione was there, one of our guests, and Jill is much more one-on-one, but she sprayed a little bit of happy, and I bet every guest in that seminar would say, I had no idea she was nervous. No. She was amazing.
It made her feel happy, and that is the truth about this fragrance. When you put on this fragrance and you enter a room, fun has entered the room.
I love that there's a little bit of magnolia and little lily of the valley here. Like, you know, if you are that Southern belle, you're going to love this, or if you kind of think you are, but it's clean, it's bright, it's happy, and we know what fragrance does to us. Like I said to Elizabeth, at the beach in a little elegant place called Stone Harbor, they have this Christmas shop, and you walk into that Christmas shop, and it's not the carols, and it's not the sight of the Christmas tree. It's the smell of pine, and suddenly it's Christmas. You know that. It's proven that our strongest trigger in memory is fragrance. And so imagine being happy every time you smell this and you remember that moment.
And we're entering Christmas again and some of those colder months. This fragrance is 70 degrees and sunny all the time.
Good hair day.
This is a fun, sunny day all the time, and it truly is. It makes you uplifted. So, you know, when you're going to work and it's dark outside, and you leave work and it's dark outside, it gets a little dreary.
Yes, it does.
This is about having a little sunshine in your life each and every day.
And I think Ageless, like you and I both have teenage daughters, correct?
The same age.
The same age. This is a fragrance that honestly a woman of any age can embrace, but I think it's a lovely mother to daughter fragrance, and honestly daughter to mom fragrance that everybody wears fragrance a little differently.
Yes.
So if I put fragrance on and Elizabeth does and you do, we're all going to have a little subtle difference because of our body chemistry. So I just think this is something you can really share the wealth, and what a wonderful thing to say is I'm sharing happiness.
Absolutely. This is generational. It can be grandma, me, and my daughter. It is just a feeling of happiness that it exudes. It makes people around you treat you a little, they're happier when they're with you. So immediately if someone's smiling and happy, don't you do that back? So it's wonderful.
Smile at a baby, they smile back at you. Frown at a baby, they make a funny face. We're just all big babies. And we just want to smile at each other. We really do.
We want people to smile at us and be nice to us.
How many times have you seen these uplifting little stories on Instagram and Facebook that say, surround yourself with positive people, then you will become positive. Here's the start, and here's a way to just feel that joy every single day, that happiness. We've had over 550 ordered. Again, everything in the show is either sold out or limited, and this is heading in the same direction.
And this is the newest Fragrance Foundation Hall of Fame inductee. She's our new girl on the block, if you will.
When
she
was
just
she
won
inducted?
2014, just this year, and it was a lot of fragrances, stiff competition. This is one of those fragrances. You're right. I have never, ever heard anyone say they didn't like this fragrance.
Right, this is the best, easiest gift.
So we're not all going to like the same fragrance. This is just, it's what makes it a horse race.
Right.
But this fragrance is just such an easy, fun, uplifting fragrance. It just, across the board, no matter the age, no matter where you're from, people love this fragrance. Clinique really hit it with this fragrance. Again, it comes down to the formulation, the recipe of a fragrance. Whatever they did, and I'm not privy to that, they created something that is truly a masterpiece of a fragrance. And we went from provocative, sensual, elegant. This is happy, lighthearted. Maybe it's your weekend fragrance, your workout fragrance. For my daughter and your daughter, maybe she'll wear it every day at school. Maybe your daughter's a ballerina. This is perfect for that because you can be sporty with this fragrance. So it is just an active. Absolutely, it can be. It's a great active fragrance.
What fascinates me about Elizabeth's world and the Fragrance Foundation is when you're looking at these amazing award winners, as much thought goes into the bottle as the fragrance. And I've often thought that you can almost pick a fragrance that you relate to or reminds you of a woman you love by looking at the bottle. Like, think of Shalimar. That bottle looks very different than Clinique Happy. So if you say, but I can't buy fragrance on TV, well, now we have an end of January money back guarantee. And I don't know any place else where honestly you can return an empty bottle to us at the end of January and we will honor that. And I know our wonderful customers don't do things like that, but my point is you can. We're here. This is our 28th holiday season, so we stand behind this holiday return policy to the end of January 2015. But you'll spray this on and you will just get that lift. It may be a gift for somebody, but if you're tempted to open it and go, that gift may never get given because of what Clinique Happy is.
I think it's a great idea. I think this is a fabulous gift because you're giving happiness to somebody. I like one for myself and one for the other person because it's something that it's almost like mistake-proof shopping, if you will, because nobody doesn't like this fragrance.
And how about the amount of fragrance? I mean, this is first of all, the eau de parfum. So you're getting 3.4 ounces. A little bit of a spray because it's more concentrated lasts with you. This is something that's going to be with you month after month after month after month. This is a lot of joy and happiness that you're giving for months to come.
Right, and that's why I picked this fragrance. Again, this is the Fragrance Foundation Hall of Fame show, and we were in a wonderful position to edit and pick the 5 best fragrances of all time. And that's really significant.
We do want to just take a few moments at the end of the hour to go back to something that was very popular. Actually, it's Shalimar. It was the first in the show. And